Hey guys, so we are going to be talking about Porsha's Family Matters. So there was a lot going on in this episode, and we really got into more of Lauren's life, which I've always kind of wanted to know more about. We've always seen her as just Porsha's sister slash like assistant. So we get into her business. So she opens up about, the struggle she's having with her boyfriend. I don't think this guy is the child's father, is her baby daddy though. I feel like it's somebody else, but I didn't hear them like clarify that or not. But Lauren looks really tired. She looks worn out. You know what I mean? Like she just looks, when somebody just looks like they're going through a tough time. She looks like mentally she's going through a tough time. Because Porsha looks like she's glowing, she's all dolled up and everything, and Lauren be looking like, she'd be going through some stressful situations. So I really do hope things get better for her, but she did open up that her family doesn't feel like he's the guy for her, and he clearly be making her cry a lot, and he seems overprotective and just an issue, just of all the negativity, honestly. And Lauren, I don't think you need to be dealing with any of that stuff. Life is too short, okay? Now, Dennis meets with his mom, and they take PJ to the toy store, and they get her some toys. But Dennis catches up his mom on the whole situation with Porsha, and the whole Instagram comment thing comes up when Dennis was flirting with Porsha on Instagram or whatever. And the mom feels that Dennis should be able to bring a date to the whole event that Porsha's having. And that basically Dennis needs to move on, Porsha's moving on, let's move on. All right, now I never really felt like Dennis's mom ever checked for Porsha like that, so I really don't think that she really feels too much of a way at the fact that Dennis and Porsha didn't work out. Honestly, I feel that if Dennis stayed single and just had little flings and kept his money, and kept taking care of his mom with his money, she would be perfectly fine with that. And her grandchild, that's it. She got a bonus, she got a grandchild out of it. So I think she would probably want Dennis to stay single, not worry about another woman stepping in, taking some of Dennis's money, and possibly having the mom having to fend for herself a little more. That's just the vibes she gives me, honestly. That's just the vibes she gives me. And if Dennis's mom is not married with a man, then I think I know what kind of lady she probably is. So, moving on. Lauren also opened up to us that she no longer works for Porsha. And I was just like, huh? What happened? So, Lauren doesn't work for Porsha anymore. They own Go Naked Hair together. That's pretty much it. And she's doing the fitness and meditation journey. So I wonder if Lauren is trying to find her own thing and what she's interested in and stuff like that. I wish we could have had that situation play out on Real Housewives of Atlanta or whatever, because I really would want to know why did she make that transition? What did that look like? And when did that happen? Did that happen when the whole Simon thing happened, or did it happen a while ago and we're just super late? So I really do want to know, because honestly that's how we know Lauren, is that she worked for Porsha for a minute and would help Porsha out and juggle all of her stuff that she had going on. So I really want to know why she made the transition, and what happened? You know what I mean? I don't think it's anything bad. I just would have loved to see that journey or whatever for her. Now we get to Porsha's event. Okay, so Porsha has her family there, cousins, aunties, moms, whatever, right? And Simon comes into the house and he's introducing himself to some of the family he doesn't know, because I don't think he knows most of the family anyway. So he's going around introducing themselves, and one of the aunties come up to him and ask him, now, are you going to stick with this wife? Basically stick with Porsha, because she already probably heard about him having multiple wives, and heard about him and Fallon not working out. Now, I did think that was a little inappropriate, because you just met him all of 5 minutes ago and you're already asking him something that could be taken in a negative way. So I don't really understand why people do that, but that would have annoyed the heck out of me. Get to know me first at the first event, and then when we see each other the next couple of times, then you get comfortable to ask me more personal questions, all right? But I don't know. People do that all the time, and it annoys the heck out of me. So then we get to the table, right? Everybody's at the table. And all of a sudden, all the moms and grandmas are crying because Portia's mom tried to say it's happy tears. Okay, I call BS on that. So all the moms are crying because the grandma is basically like, they are basically visually seeing that Porsha and Dennis are not together. PJ is in a broken home, and now Porsha is bringing this new man into the family who is going to be a new stepfather that PJ is going to have to get to know. And I think Porsha, I think it's just kind of like a representation of repeating a cycle that probably a lot of them went through. So even though Portia's with a new man, it's still a broken home. And I think that a lot of the grandmas are very concerned about that, and they would have rather her stay with Dennis. I think they would have rather her stay with Dennis, to be completely honest. So that PJ's parents are still together in one home. And I don't know a lot of those women are older, the grandmas and her mom, if they're from a time where they will put up with a cheat or two or three, as long as, and they would stay married to that man and have everybody under one roof. Because I'm trying to understand it, because a lot of them were like way too emotional, and a lot of them were starting to cry when it came up about PJ basically that her parents not being together no more. And Dennis cheated on Porsha. Dennis cheated on her, okay? And she was trying to work it out and all the other stuff, but Dennis kept fumbling the bag. So what do you expect her to do? Like, keep on, we trying to make it work, they couldn't get down the aisle. Like, they couldn't even get down the aisle before this man cheated on her. Like, can you imagine what the marriage would have been like? Now, I do think that they still got to think for each other. 100%. I don't think the feelings have subsided enough at all between them. I don't think it's even been enough time, because we did get a little timeline. So in December, they were working it out. Dennis didn't take it seriously. They broke it off, and then Porsha sounded like she went straight to Simon, within a couple months or whatever. And that's not enough time to get over somebody who you created a family with and who you were engaged to, looking for houses with. You had a whole TV show spinoff with them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the first man you kind of introduced to the whole world as a serious relationship after your last marriage. So a couple months, and I'm sure I don't know, I can't say I'm sure, I don't know if she went to therapy. I know they did couples therapy at a co-parent, but maybe she went for herself. I don't know if she did individual work or whatever, but that even if therapy wasn't even in the picture, I would think you would need a lot more time to get over somebody that you've had that much history with, and she only was like not really with Dennis for a couple months before she got with Simon. And then you talk to Simon and when she says a month, that's probably really like 3 weeks. She just rounding up, and then y'all engaged to be married. Your family don't even know him. It's just like, Porsha, this is screaming rebound all over it. I just wish she would have took some time. It could have still been Simon that she's with, but I just feel like it's just very, very fast. And you can tell when she hangs out with Dennis, like, you can tell that they are not over each other. I'm sorry, like, you can tell they are not over each other. There is still feelings there. There is still what ifs in their minds. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. So Porsha basically finds out that Dennis really is uncomfortable with her relationship with Simon when they went out to dinner. I thought it was a little weird that they went out to dinner together. Honestly, Porsha is newly engaged. Why are you going out to dinner with your baby daddy? PJ ain't around. Why y'all going out to dinner? Now I had to think to myself, like, okay, maybe they're going out to dinner because for this show, but it makes no sense, because she's like, I'm realizing I'm not going out to dinner with my baby father and talking about co-parenting. I'm going out to dinner with my ex. Of course of course you're going out to dinner with your ex. Y'all, it's only been a couple months since y'all officially like said y'all was done and not gonna work on y'all relationship. PJ ain't there. When PJ ain't there, you with your ex. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? You know what I mean? He's still sexually attracted to you, and I'm sure she's still attracted to him. You wouldn't be worried about him pulling out your damn chair if you wasn't still into him in some type of way. You wouldn't give a damn. So, honestly, it's screaming real messy. The fact that Simon's okay with that is awkward as heck, because it doesn't happen in real life. Like, it doesn't happen in real life. We know baby daddies always be trying to get back with the baby mom. Always. So, Simon, you cool with them going out to dinner and PJ's not even there? Like, come on now. Come on now. Now, we're going to wrap this up with the final scene of Porsha meeting with Dennis's mom. So, Porsha met with Dennis' mom. They went out to eat because Dennis' mom was very defensive of Dennis at Porsha's family event, because the grandma tried to say, oh, you know, Dennis is a nice guy. I had a son like him. My son was a playboy. And Dennis's mom was like, oh, my son's not a player. Da da da. A mom will defend her son in any type of situation, whether he's wrong, right, or indifferent. It don't matter. Her son can never do no wrong. Dennis was wrong, Mom. Dennis cheated. So you're going to have to own up to that, or you just got to keep quiet, okay? Because he cheated on her while was she pregnant, or she just had PJ? I think she was pregnant. He cheated on her the worst time you could ever cheat on a woman. You can never defend that. I don't care if you don't want him to be called a playboy, whatever. He a piece of crap, okay? It don't matter the way you slice it and dice it, all right? He is a red flag to any woman out here that wants a man, a faithful man and husband, okay? He's a red flag. So you can't really cover that up. But she didn't like that Porsha's grandma called him a playboy or whatever. And Porsha's grandma was just calling it how it was. Like, the facts are the facts. Period. Okay? He can't keep his thing in his pants. What do you call that? So she got mad at that. She wouldn't let Porsha get any words in. Her mom, Dennis's mom, is very much drama, very much problematic. She cannot have a simple, calm conversation. Because she's like, because Porsha slipped and said a curse word. And she's like, oh, I never cursed at you. I never cursed at you. I would never say that. And Porsha's like, you've cursed at me before. You know, and she's like, I deserve an apology. And Porsha says, my apologies. And then she goes, oh, I got an apology. It's like, what do you want? You just want to sit here and argue? Because you could leave. Like, I was so frustrated for Porsha. I'm just like, Porsha, girl, just go ahead and drop PJ off to her daddy. Don't really have too much to do with the grandma. Just a hello, hi, how are you? A nice hug and keep it moving. Because she is too much to deal with. Too much to deal with. So tell me what you guys thought about this episode of Porsha Family Matters. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.